oh, you're gonna start having to like ride horses to school. Yeah, and it was.
You went
Yeah.
through a lot. But without our relationship with God, I don't think we'd be together.
And then like fitting in too. A lot of people my age are struggling fitting in. And
welcome to our podcast.
This is a space we've created with love, a place where real people can share their healing journeys without fear or shame. Through honest conversation and deep connection, we hope to reveal that no story is too messy or too far gone for God's grace. We're passionate about exposing cultural blind spots, sharing truth with compassion, and glorifying God as the ultimate healer. His love on the cross conquered all, and that changes everything. So I have been very excited for this part of interviewing you. I want to know what it was like being, I think you were 14 when you met me, and you had a little bit of exposure to the Mennonite culture through your dad.
yeah.
So you had Mennonite friends. It wasn't totally out of the blue for you, but how was that? Well, first of all, tell us how you found out that your dad was interested in dating a Mennonite girl, or actually was kind of dating a Mennonite girl.
Don't put him through this.
Well, for the whole the Mennonite thing, I was around like 11 when I first got introduced to it. It was something new. Obviously, my dad moving like almost an hour from where I lived, and me and my brother live. But it was I liked the change. I liked the amount of space he had. It was nice. I liked I liked some of the people that we met. It was around different. It wasn't only Mennonite. It was more different cultures that we were around too, and it was very interesting to get to know all of it. I'm still confused, obviously, on like the different like head coverings and the
German Baptist,
the different dresses or they all look nice, but I'm just obviously confused. I can't tell you, oh, that's this type of person, but yeah, it was a good. I liked it, and I would enjoy coming to my dad's house, seeing our friends, the ones that lived very close to us. It was very I feel like now family with those people, and it's good. But the way I found out that my dad was actually interested in you was probably 9:45 on a school night, probably I think a Sunday or one of those, because it was after a wedding that you guys already talked about how you met.
Oh, so you talked to him that night? The night that we met?
No, the night after we talked.
The day after, he sent me. Yes, so then the day you guys met, right? The day after when you guys went out to get coffee, that's the day. He told me, but he didn't tell me anything until the nighttime, because you guys were probably together like all day. When I got told, he sent me a photo, and I was like, oh, that's nice. You guys look nice together, cute together. And then I was like, oh, she looks pretty young though. How old is she? And then my dad was like, oh yeah, she's 23. And I'm pretty sure that's how old she was, right? Yeah. Right. And my dad being 36, I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. So I put my phone down and I went to sleep.
No,
that was the end of the conversation.
I answered. I put my phone down and I fell asleep.
I thought you said that's
too much
crazy.
to process, huh?
It was. Obviously, I'm not gonna say that's. I told him. I said that's crazy through the message, but I think that's what I said.
Yeah.
And then I went to sleep, and I didn't continue the conversation because I was kind of like.
Yeah.
I have a what 9-year age difference with her. And then you have a 13. I was like, wow, she's pretty young. I wasn't bothered by it because obviously she's a grown woman already, but I was like, that's crazy because my dad's already getting gray hairs and you're not even.
I have her gray hair since quite young.
I'm making his gray hairs now.
Yeah. I actually have gray hairs too
it's genetic.
From you.
A few.
From me?
Yeah. It was.
From me.
It was new. Obviously, my dad dating that was when you guys first met at first. But throughout I was kind of I knew a lot about the whole story. I was like catching up with all of it.
I had to think that was so crazy for you to like basically be a part of your dad's love story. Like watch our love develop and all the drama that we went through. You experienced it too.
Yeah, I did. I remember.
Do you remember when we broke up?
Yeah, and I remember when you guys were trying to communicate or something. But
we set an awesome
one time
example.
we were at a craft show with the people that live close to us. Then my dad, he was telling me, he was like, "Oh, just look around." And while we were looking around, I realized he wasn't there, and I was like, "Oh, I don't mind," because obviously I'm already 13. I'm grown to be by myself or whatever. Then I look outside, and he's parked right in front on the phone. And then he's talking to you while he has me at this craft show, and then I don't know what was, I think it was you, or you guys were texting.
We were processing.
I don't know what breakup it was, but no, I'm just kidding. But
breakup number 1 or 2 or 3.
Yeah, and then it was very interesting to like figure out your love story because of how much went on, and I was following through. I think after that, you guys were doing pretty well, and then something happened that I forgot what happened after. What was it that happened after, like, around that time?
Wow, that means you haven't watched our love story on YouTube.
I did. I watched.
No,
he just has a trauma memory. He can't remember because we put him through
Poor
so much.
Kid, we did. No, I think we were on hold, and then we finally broke up, and
but it was so confusing because it was
sick,
like,
My dad came to my house. I'm pretty sure he drove to where I live, and I was already with him, and I was going back home. One of those, and he was like, "Oh, me and Hannah, I don't think we're gonna last or something." And then I remember me and him, we were in the car, we were crying, and then it was winter, it was cold. So I went inside to grab tissues, and then I walked back outside. So I went inside my house, grabbed tissues, and went back outside. And while I went inside, my mom was like, "Oh, are you okay? What did he do or what did he say?" And I was like, "No, it's not. He didn't do anything."
Oh, you guys were crying.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew you cried.
I told you that Mateo was really hurt when we were breaking up, because he got to, and that's why I was like.
That was after I met you too.
Yeah.
But then.
And then when we were finally officially back together, is when you met Maddox, I think. Yeah. So Maddox didn't go through that pain, which I was happy about.
When did you meet Maddox?
March. I think, or February or March.
But what?
What?
Like at his house?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We all were at his house. Do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
We all went.
And we took a picture, like with our hands stacked up on top of each other.
Oh, yeah. That was the day you first met him? Oh, okay.
Yeah, your dad always said, "I don't want you to meet my boys until I know for sure that we're going to get married." But then
I met you.
I mean, you were by default.
Yeah.
And actually, like, I was really excited to meet you. And I remember the first time I met you.
It was
actually
volleyball.
Yes.
Yeah,
and like, didn't we 3 stay afterwards and like play volleyball, just us for a while? And then we made you take a bajillion pictures of us in a bajillion different poses.
And different angles too.
Yeah. That was the day after we were officially dating. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I remember my dad brought flowers and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was the same time he brought sushi.
Oh yeah.
And then
we should get sushi tomorrow because
Yeah, we should.
Just
and
to
then
celebrate.
I got the cramp.
And like
the cramp.
My boyfriend of one day is like lying flat out on the floor, like groaning, half laughing, almost crying. It must have been really bad.
No, it wasn't a cramp. It was I fell asleep, so I felt like
fell asleep.
Yeah, it was painful.
And then when you guys actually got back together, I remember I was sleeping, and then you guys were forcefully calling me. I
remember that. Yeah. We have a trend going here. Matthew's about to go to sleep, and we call him with.
Yeah, if something happens.
With
whenever my dad's calling me, whenever it's late at night, I know it's something not normal. Yeah, and then so I was sleeping, and then they were spam calling me. So I texted my dad. I'm like, I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. And he's like, "Oh, just answer the phone. Just answer the phone." And I answer the phone, and you guys are with your little hearts together. He's like,
"Oh yes."
And then
I remember that conversation was very, very short.
and
We
I
were
was like,
basically
oh, I was like,
sleep-talking.
yeah, oh, that's nice. And then you guys were like, oh, you could leave now. So I left.
You said your part. We got
You
your
slept.
blessings.
Oh, you slept better after that.
I did sleep better.
'Cause,
And I
yeah.
also slept less because I had like 15 minutes less of sleep.
Mm.
But that doesn't matter.
Yeah, you clearly were happy for me, and I
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
was that explaining to people that your dad was dating a Mennonite?
They
Like, what's
thought-
a Mennonite?
Oh,
And what
yeah.
does she believe? Who is she?
Well, first, before to talk about my friends, I gotta talk about like my mom's side. So
Yes.
with my mom, with the household, my mom, my stepdad, my 2 uncles, and my grandparents, they were. My grandma, she did not know how to say Mennonite, and I was trying to explain. I was like, she's Mennonite, but it's not Amish because everybody thinks you're Amish because
Yeah.
just because you have the head covering.
Right.
And then that's how people know. That's like if they have a head covering, they're Amish, and where I
Yeah.
live, that's what people assume.
Don't have
And-
electricity and use outhouses.
Yeah.
It all comes together.
On black cars,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or black
buggies.
Yeah.
yeah. And then so she couldn't say it, so I was trying to get them to say it, and I'd have no clue what she was saying. She was trying to say it, and she was just saying different words.
Oh, bless her.
My cousin, by the way, remember she just came to visit us, and she's like, "What? Turn off the lights. Why are those lights on? What in the world?" She lives in Florida, and she's like, "Wait, but I thought you didn't have lights." And what?
They thought I came into his life and like Amishified him. Like, it's amazing you weren't wearing a straw
they
hat
actually
or
said that?
something or suspenders.
Yeah, that's my cousin. She's like, I thought she was Amish. Why is all this lights?
What a letdown.
I did not know that.
I know, it was funny. I'm like, wait, what? Anyways, but yeah, go ahead. You were saying about she didn't know how to say.
Oh yeah, she didn't know how to say it, and I tried to explain every time, and then my uncle, he was always like, "Oh, one of these days you're gonna start like, I don't even know, like having to milk cows or something like that." Fede was always like making jokes, and then Gerardo, he was always saying, my stepdad was always saying that I was gonna start like dancing like an Irish person or something. I don't know. It was, but
Number
it
one,
was.
cannot milk cow, and
Yeah.
number 2, I also cannot dance, especially not like an Irish person.
Yeah, but it was always.
Actually, I did milk a cow already, but that's not the story.
But it was always with respect, obviously, because all of my family was very happy for my dad. Cause,
Of course.
yeah,
They're great
they love
people.
they love my dad too. Even my stepdad's family, they're all.
Yeah.
Whenever he comes over, it's like they had nice
Yeah.
conversations. But yeah, that's how my family was, and then, but it was never really disrespectful towards you. It was kind of like new,
Yeah.
and
right?
obviously they don't even know how to say the word, so they don't even know what you are because they don't know how to say it.
Mhm. Do they ever wonder like why I dress the way I do? Why I wear a head covering?
I told them the head covering. I'm pretty sure it's a biblical thing, right? It's or like preference.
Yeah,
preference.
biblical/cultural with emphasis on the cultural.
Yeah, but the dresses I told them too. It was just more. That's how she prefers. I told most of what they would ask. I was just like, oh, that's how she prefers.
And it is. I don't have to dress this
Mhm.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, my family took it very well. But my friends, they also took it well. But it was always, they weren't making fun of me, but they were kind of saying like the same things as my uncle.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you're gonna start having to like ride horses to school. Yeah, I know it was.
You went
Yeah.
through a lot.
And they didn't, but I didn't ever get bothered by it because I knew it was
Yeah.
joking, and
Of course.
it was like, it was new to them too. Obviously, it was new to me even like living with you.
Yeah.
Pretty much having you as my stepmom even before you guys were married. It was new to me.
And even when we met, like I feel like I'm a somewhat different person now than I was then.
Yeah,
Even like
very.
I was a lot more Mennonite then than I am now.
Yeah, and my friends they were nice about it because I told them like my dad obviously hasn't ever been married and had his partner, and yeah, so when I told them, they were pretty nice about it, but they still didn't really understand like why you dress like that and why you have the head covering, and it was pretty much the same. Whenever I tell someone that my stepmom's Mennonite, they kind of have like a look on their face like, what is that? And they're just like, oh, isn't she Amish then?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing with me. First time I heard of plain cold turn people, I was like, Amish, yeah, because I think that's the most popular.
yeah, probably. I
People
think
like, oh yeah, there's a group of people that they don't use cars and they still do everything like years. I forget what century, but yeah.
that was. Yeah. But no, I actually like having I like having you as a stepmom, obviously, and I like being around some of the culture. 'Cause sometimes it's nice to be around, and sometimes it's just depending on the people, obviously.
Yeah, it depends.
Judgy and
Yeah.
But I said it on all the podcasts and I say it again. Yeah, I'm extremely blessed because you guys all like you and both of my boys just
Have a good relationship.
Great, so amazing. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
When people try to say, oh, well, so, like, Michaela's your daughter, like, you just have, like, one child, or don't acknowledge you boys. I'm like, I have 3.
Yeah.
Wait, I did that in the Dominican way, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Yeah, they do that a lot. But yeah, it's nice having you as a stepmom. Maddox definitely loves you.
Yeah.
Michaela definitely also loves you.
Yeah, no, I don't see a difference between Michaela and you boys. To me, you're all my kids.
Yeah, that's amazing.
What are you most excited about in the next few years?
I think for myself, personally, I think being able to be more independent, obviously, I'm gonna
In my car.
Yeah, in my car, in your car. I'm excited to have more freedom. Obviously, have more responsibilities too.
Definitely gonna have that.
Yeah, like having to pay for more things, having to take care of more things. Michaela being older. Valentina having to drive her around, most likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be a good
next
next few years for me. I'm gonna be excited to go to college. I hope in New York.
I hope not.
What kind of person do you want to be? Let's say when you're 25. What do you see? Who would you like to be?
I'm not gonna say the typical answer that a lot of people would say, like, oh, I want to be a millionaire, of great, like, business or whatever. I think realistically, what I want to have a stable job, but most importantly, I want to have a family that has a good relationship with God, and I want to get closer to Him too.
I love that.
Not a lot of kids, 2, 3, around there.
Then he gets in love with kids, and it's like, oh, we're number 7.
I've been stuck on 2 and 3 since I was like 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I want to be able to have a house like the one we have around there. I don't want to be millionaire. Don't want to be famous. Don't want to be any of that. I mean, obviously, it would be nice to be a millionaire, but like, I don't want to be known by way too many people because it's just like, I don't think that's mainly what life is about, like being known by how many people you're known by or how much money you have.
Well, one thing I can tell you though is like, no matter, it doesn't matter how many people know you. You trust me, like you're gonna have. There's always gonna be a group of probably 10 close friends, close people, and family and all that. But you're not gonna get close to 1,000, not even 100 people. It's gonna be probably 2 that you're gonna call for everything, and then 5 that you can enjoy hanging out all the time, and 10 that anyways. But
I think Matthew is going to know many but be truly known by few.
That's how,
like, I feel like you're very influential and your influence is going to go far, but you're not you're not one to push that agenda. You have your homies. I'd
rather be looked up to by few than known by many. That's what I want to be in the future, like for my kids, for even my friends. But
you're already that person.
But like, I know a lot of people, but obviously I'm friends with like close to a few, like the elementary, middle school, and even the ones that I met this year and last year, which would be like Deshaun, Ethan, and Troy, and the soccer friends. But I'm not really focused on knowing too many people or followers on Instagram or nothing like that. I think it's just, I just want to be a good enough person that if someone if my name gets brought up in a conversation, it's good things and not bad things.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it sure is. But not to impress God, though, because he there is a satisfaction to be talked about in a good way. But yeah, we don't need to perform to get his favor. What would you say soccer has taught you as a life lesson, or
I think the main thing I've been taught is that I'll never be the best, but I can always be one of the best.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be people better than me, no matter what, however I play. But as long as I continue to practice and become better, then
it has come with a lot of time invested in that, going to practice. And
how many years have you played?
I don't even know, probably like 8.
Yeah.
Longer.
I'm sad to say this, but he actually started with, actually, I think it was soccer. You did it as a very little kid. I can probably put a photo there. We have one upstairs. Yeah. You did it actually with Axel, actually. And then after that, you did a little bit of baseball. And after a kid was bullying you and your team, you just
quit.
Yeah, you cried and you're just like, I'm not doing this again. And I'm like, yep, sure enough, never again. Even though you had a great arm, like, just play so good. And then, he just leaned into the soccer side of things. And, you've been doing it, I don't remember exactly since when, but it's been, like you said, probably at least 8 years. But again, it has come with a lot of time and a lot of running around.
Yeah, you've also taught me good lessons.
Yeah. You mean with soccer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where I remember where you were like, oh, you're playing like one of the worst players on the team that day. And that was obviously like, I just, instead of like taking it as motivation, I just cried.
Yeah.
But then obviously coming back to soccer, I've become a lot better than.
Yeah, it's amazing that you say that I taught, because I did say it as a teaching experience for you, but it's not. It was not. Yeah, like you say, it was not. It's not what you.
It was not hatred, nothing like that. It was out of love.
Right, but it's not how you took it. Right there, you felt very hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But it hurt me like crazy too. Because this is what happened. Mateo was playing, and I felt like he was just being, like, a little sloppy, and I was like, I know this kid, he can do a lot better than that, because again, he played very good baseball as a very little kid and all that. And I just went and told him, like, you playing like one of the worst players in the team. And he right away, he said, you're mean, and he went to kind of grab his mom and cry, and then I got him off of her and hug him, and I told him, like, hey, I know that sounds bad and hurtful, but like, I just know that you can give a lot more than that, and the best thing about it is, like, you cannot get any worse, you can't
get any worse.
You can go up from here, it was really hurtful. Like, sometimes, I don't think it was the best thing to say or the nicest way or anything, but I don't know.
Like he grew from it.
Yeah, it's kind of how it came out, and I felt like I don't know, it was probably one of those traumatizing words that he's like, oh, I don't want to hear my dad say that again. Well, life is hard, man. Like, I'll be honest. You guys know that. Like, you cannot just put. If you just tell, like, your kids, you're so good, or, talk to them sweet, I don't think it's good for them. They're just gonna grow up to be sissies, and is sissies
maybe not the best word to say, but
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't know the full definition
Non-disciplined.
of that.
Non-disciplined would be a good one.
Yeah.
That would be a better word.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I've increased like getting better at soccer.
For sure.
Getting bigger too, because
Yeah.
I used to be scared of the ball and all that, and then obviously
Yeah.
You
this
grew
year.
tremendously in confidence since I met you. I
Exactly.
remember your first soccer games to where you are now. Like, you're playing way better.
Yeah, and then
They
with
get
high
intense.
school soccer, I actually definitely got a lot better
Yeah.
at soccer. I scored 2 goals. Obviously,
Yeah.
I played a different position. It was a lot of like getting used to different people because I was playing with kids that are like a year or 2 older than me, and I was getting used to that experience. And yeah, now I feel like I'm playing with more confidence. When before I was scared of the ball, and then now I just go for anything, which is why I got my eye cut open, because
the ball hit you right in the glasses.
I also wasn't supposed to be playing that game
Yeah.
because I had a hamstring injury, but I still decided to play. But
I always saw like this kid, if he just lets go of the fear of getting hurt by another kid or the ball, he's gonna be so much better because he was fast. Your passes were always really good. You knew what kind of like where to direct the ball. You didn't run the ball much, but I think it was mainly the reason that you were just afraid of coming after by somebody.
Or messing up.
Yeah, and but it was.
Yeah, I actually started doing that a lot more this year. It was
good.
it was helpful. Yeah, and now I'm using my body, obviously. It's being tall.
Yeah, you have been playing with a team that's so stinking good for so many years. You guys never won any state.
No, we got to the final and the
but-
semifinal, but
Yeah.
we never.
Such a good team.
I'm pretty sure.
It'll be
Hopefully
fun.
this year we can win.
Hopefully, yeah.
That's when I learned about what it means to go to the penalties, to take it to the penalties.
Yeah, that was a summer tournament. Yeah, and then, but hopefully we can do better this year and actually.
I also never seen a Mennonite
Then,
yelling and like getting all excited about.
It's my dude out there.
Yeah.
I know what game you're talking. That was a good game because it was nobody scored the whole
Yeah,
game.
but it was intense, and it's just funny to see Hannah getting into it, and somebody that never.
I never watched a tournament in my life
Yeah.
before of anything, like not even like volleyball or baseball or anything like that.
Not even volleyball.
No.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
I was. Gonna
I mean,
say,
okay, like
nice.
not professional.
And I guess
I'm not professional.
Yeah.
Well,
Softball, you were.
I mean, not like high
Like
school or
team
anything like that. Not like a
leagues,
team.
yeah.
Like I would have played it at like get-togethers, but like that's
Mhm.
the most I would have seen. It
Yeah.
was crazy.
And
Yeah,
you
that
played
was fun.
softball, but it was kind of like school and family and
I
stuff
played
like that.
softball, and I was the best girl softball player in school, and that doesn't say anything about my softball skills.
Yeah, no, you did
My
good,
nose
though.
is straight, but it's amazing it is because I get hit in the face too many times.
Yeah, in the head.
Yeah.
That's why, you know.
No, you're normal.
No, I feel like I'm very athletic. I just cannot play basketball. That's it. Only thing I cannot do. I cannot play basketball. I could swim, football probably,
Yeah, baseball.
baseball,
for sure.
soccer. Cannot play basketball.
Same here.
Yeah, my dad's not any better than me.
I am not good at all. I enjoyed it and played it a lot as a kid, but I was not good.
Doesn't mean
I
you were ever good at
no,
it.
it was a struggle because some kids were just so stinking good. I'm like, you're so much shorter than me. Why are you so good?
That's the short people are crazy.
They just move. If you have the rhythm to dribble and do it, yeah, it's just
Just like in
crazy.
soccer, the short people are
Yeah.
actually probably the best.
Mhm.
A lot better than the tall people.
Are you still doing volleyball?
Mhm. Yeah.
Is that like a thing that's going on right now?
Yeah. Every Sunday they do.
Practices? Who do you look up to and why?
Not my dad. No, I'm just kidding. No, I look up to my parents a lot because they didn't have any better of a childhood. They didn't have any better of a childhood than I did. Because my dad, obviously, he was going back and forth from DR to New York. Had both parents. Your parents were separated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're right.
Yeah, must have been hard for you to travel all of that. and then your journey with God, that it was something, like, just your story was something. When I watched it and heard everything again, because I already knew most of it, I was very, like, I was inspired by it and everything you've done and everything you will become in the future.
Thank you. Yeah.
And
All
then
because of that. Yeah.
yeah, and then my mom too. I look up to her a lot because she's very, how do you say, like, fierce almost. She's very, very determined.
Yeah.
Isn't that a William Shakespeare quote? And though she be but little, she is fierce. I think.
Yeah, I think it
defines
is,
your mom
but
pretty
that
well.
is, yeah, very, very well. But yeah, she had, her mom, she didn't grow up with her mom. She grew up with her dad, and her mom was pretty much her,
Grandma.
my great grandma,
Yeah.
which is not a scary lady, but well,
She's
now
tough,
now
yeah.
she's very, very, very sweet, and every time we go over there, she's very, like, nice person. But based on the stories I've heard of her, she was not like that.
Kind of fierce too, huh?
Yeah, and then my mom
Yeah,
just
pretty
just
tough.
just like having me so young and still being able to stay strong. And then right now she's very, very fit, very
Mm-hmm.
healthy, very, yeah, like, she's very smart too. Very smart. She's doing college, she's doing the gym, she has work, she has to take care of us. She has a lot of things on her plate, but she still, like, looks like she still has time for everything. And that's what I'm very, like, very inspired by my mom by. And
She's not afraid to work hard for her goals.
yeah.
I see what she posts on Instagram, and I really admire that.
Yeah, and I'm very, yeah, just all my parents. Gerardo, I love that guy so much. I've known him
Yeah.
for a lot of my life, and
I'm so thankful. Yeah, he's been a great person.
Very
to be by your
patient.
side. Yeah.
very patient, very
Yeah.
kind.
How long has he been married to your mom? Is it 8?
I think, like, no,
10
No,
years.
no.
Maybe like
over
12, 13.
Yeah,
I think.
that's amazing.
Yeah, around there. They've been married for a long time.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm glad they have each other because they're good for each other.
Yeah.
And then I haven't known you for that long, but I still, like, I'm very inspired by you just based off your story too that I heard.
Mm.
It was like, it must have been hard growing up and all that. And then leaving, and then still, like, not trying to feel accepted, but, like,
Belonging,
wanting to be and then finding my dad, which
Yeah, that was a good part of the
Yeah.
story.
that was a good part.
Yeah.
the best part for both of us.
Like,
yes.
yeah, that I look up to you guys a lot.
Mhm.
And Axel probably.
Yeah, Axel probably I look up to the most
Yeah.
because he's been my best friend since birth, pretty much.
Diaper days. Yes, you guys are 4
Even
months.
before diapers.
Here we go again. 4 months or 6 months apart.
4 months apart.
4 months. Okay.
My dad is counting backwards
I
because he's
always
thinking
get
I'm
it.
He's thinking I'm 6 months older than Axel, or something.
younger. Yeah.
Yeah,
or
younger
something.
because Axel's December, I'm April. So my dad is going December, November,
I'm going
October.
from April to December instead of from December
December to
to
April.
Which
Yeah.
actually would be 8 months, but yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I look up to him a lot because he has patience that I don't have. Like, he has an incredible amount of patience. He's always stayed strong. He's not scared to talk. He'll say what's on his mind. Yeah, and I love him a lot.
Yeah, he's
Very smart too.
yeah, he's been quite a great kid for now,
Yeah.
being with his dad most of his life for sure.
Can't wait to have him here.
Yeah,
You guys can hear more about what he says.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm excited to have him on here.
I actually was like 3 days ago, or I forget, but thinking about his birthday that happened almost 10 days ago, and I was like,
What day is it?
today's
The 19th.
19th,
So yeah, 8 days ago.
8 days ago, and I was thinking, I was just feeling guilty. I'm like, man, I did not call him to say happy birthday.
You didn't say happy birthday?
I didn't know. Well, he doesn't call me either, so
Still,
that's
he
that.
says
I
happy
probably
birthday. He said
messaged
happy
him since
birthday.
you did.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm sure he
I
says happy
talked to him
birthday.
today and yesterday. Yeah, I can still say it, but I just like felt like bad for that. But anyways,
Happy birthday, Axel. We're making up for it now.
happy birthday for sure.
So, Matthew, what do you think the biggest pressure is that people your age are feeling right now?
I think a lot of people my age are feeling pressure on needing to know what they want to be in the future. Because I don't feel pressure for that because I feel like I have enough time. But I think a lot of people still have no clue, like, if they even want to go to college, what they want to do. And I think just that's been the main pressure. And then, like, fitting in, too. A lot of people my age are struggling fitting in and, like, being what people see, how people see you. And that's very, very, like, popular now that people are scared of how people see them or, just fitting in.
I wonder how much of that ties into the brokenness of homes.
Yeah.
You know, how many of your friends do you think their dad and mom are still living together?
Yeah, that's out of the whole group I was naming earlier, I think one of us, and that's Ethan's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yes, Steph Cole's girlfriend. I think that's only one that maybe has both parents living together. Not my cousin. I'm pretty sure he's the only one. And it was me and my dad talked about this before too, and none of us have like two parents together besides her. And it's obviously not. It's a sad thing, but it's nothing that's like making us terrible human beings.
Yeah,
like,
it's
miserable.
Nothing you can overcome. I think it just makes life harder
because
if you don't have that security, I think. Yeah.
Because obviously all kids need a mom and a dad. A dad to like
with the hard hand. Inspire, encourager, and all that.
The mom like more of caretaker and
the sweet person.
But out of all my friends that like even they don't have both parents, they're still great people, smart people.
Sure.
People.
I hope they all like make it a goal to make a difference in the world.
You all can be cycle breakers,
right? Have commit to have a good family and just go through a breakup too, and
I mean, sometimes if it's the wrong person,
obviously
you need to break up.
That's different.
Right.
We broke up.
But you were the right people.
But we were the right people.
We were not married
those things
either,
have a way of growing you. But marriage, one man and one woman for life, there's just nothing like that commitment. Like the beauty of that is just,
Yeah, I think that also before we all like, even if we don't become safe friends in the future, I just want all of us I want to be able to first give my life to Christ and then maybe push it on to them.
Yeah.
Not push it onto them, but like be able to like almost influence them. So like see how, because I see people who have already like fully committed their lives are obviously not perfect, but they're way better. They're very they're happy in life. I'm happy in life, but there's the missing piece. Which is him.
And your dad and I have talked about this so many times. We love each other like crazy. But without our relationship with God, I don't think we'd be together today. Maybe we would be, but we would be miserable because it's always our connection with God that brings us back together. If there's, a disconnect or something, we couldn't do our marriage without that.
I genuinely have felt love for the whole world, for people before, and that is when I've been very close to God. Like, I love humans when I'm close to God. If I'm away and miserable and all that, like, I don't want anybody around. Not anybody, but it's just there's the source of all. The source of life.
God is love.
Yes, love and life, and with, again, love is the highest ethic in the world. Like and where does it come from? You know, everything has a source, and life is the sweetest, most beautiful thing. Animals, plants, and everything. And where does it come from? It's not the sun. It's not oxygen. It's not. Yeah, it's something magical, which is God. And it's beautiful to hear you speak in this way. I'm gonna keep praying, and I seen, yeah, the God is knocking on the door more and more, and it'll make me quite excited that day.
What is something you wish adults understood more about people your age?
That's a good question, but I think that a lot of adults assume that children are, or they're, or younger, like people my age are hiding like how they're feeling.
Don't hold it.
Oh, that a lot of people my age are like hiding how they're feeling, but I think it's more that sometimes it's hard to talk to adults other than kids your age, because sometimes there are things that I'd rather tell Axel than I'd rather tell you guys, and there are things that I'd rather tell you guys than Axel. But a lot of the time, obviously, people tend to be better with people that are closer in age and like almost more similar to them, because me and my dad were very similar, but in not the same way that I'm similar to Axel, because obviously I'm like my dad's twin, but to Axel I'm like we're like the same person.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think that's a lot of kids my age tend to not hide things from their parents, but prefer not to tell them, and prefer to tell people similar.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. I think that's pretty normal.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, I came to be a little more understanding of it. I have felt jealousy in the past from, with Axel.
Yeah, my dad's he's sometimes he used to say that like I talk to Axel more than him, but
Axel, you're my rival.
well,
no,
obviously, like you talk to Hannah now more than you talk to me, so then it's more like similar to how I talk to Axel more than I talk to you. We still talk a lot,
right?
And I still talk to you a lot. You still talk to me a lot.
Yeah,
but
no, Axel. I actually, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I think you guys need each other for sure. And you guys, I think I said it since you guys were little. Axel has skills and way more smart and stuff than you are in some areas. And you have skills that he doesn't have, and I think you guys can each combine the skills and then the strength and help each other out for sure. But yeah, some things I wish you would just. There's some topics obviously that it would be better for people that have gone through enough, and but I don't hold it against you. I understand.
And I was just thinking here, I have found you to be a very transparent young man, way more so than I was at your age. At 16, I was so walled up. And I honestly think you're closer to God than I was when I was 16. I had all the things, like I was a church member and I had the becoming a Christian experience, but I didn't know Jesus, and I wasn't able to be honest about where I was. And I just see you just seeking God, being very, very honest about how you feel, and yeah, I'm just really excited for what God's going to do with that, because that's like a real tool that He's going to use.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I encourage you to talk as much as possible. Therapy is basically that, just talking and finding out things about yourself, and some of those traumas, letting it out and talking about it. It's almost like getting rid of it, and just by you just mentioning it, getting it out, and getting. So yeah, I think again, God created us for relationships, and the word and our ears. That's how I find out what you need. That's how you find out what I need, and we can get to a better place through conversations. The world leaders, they get together to talk and figure out how to fix the problem. Not always. A lot of times it's bombs and stuff, but yeah, conversations is what God gave us to. But anyways, a few more questions, I guess, and
I have actually one more closing question for you. Yeah. And then you're welcome to say anything that you want to end with, if you have any word for your listeners, anything like that. But first, what advice would you give to other teens who feel overwhelmed? Obviously, you experienced Emmanuel's death, and there was something going on inside of him that nobody knew, likely some overwhelm or something, some despair that caused him to make that choice. So out of that, what advice would you give to other teens?
I think the main advice I would give to other teens would be, no matter what happens, always have someone to talk to. And if you have no one to talk to, find someone to talk to, and even if it's not physically, it could even be
on the phone.
It could be on the phone. It could be with God. It could be with anyone. But I think when me and my friends barely were texting or barely talking to each other, I don't think that was a good thing that we're supposed to do, because obviously we need each other, and in that situation that's probably when we need each other most, and not having no one to talk to. I distanced myself from a lot of people. After I told you guys, after I told my mom, I didn't want to talk to anyone, and people who were texting me, I was more looking at the messages and ignoring my phone. Now on social media, everybody was posting it. So I'd say distance yourself from the normal anything on your phone, social media, or people every day that you see that you talk to but you're not really extremely close with. I distanced myself from those people, and I found the people who I needed most in that moment, and I have found my person to talk to. And that was how I started to feel better around the situation.
Started to heal.
Started to heal.
Yeah, that's good.
You're saying distract yourself from the noise, and
from the noise.
Cut out the noise, and then you find out who's actually your person, who's safe. Yeah,
that's good.
Thank you so much, Matthew, for sharing so vulnerably. Honestly, you were so honest. Sometimes it was very challenging to me. Wow, I don't know if I could be that honest. That was really good. Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel like I learned to know you better just through these questions.
Yeah, same. About more present things, obviously. Most of the past, I'm very, very, very familiar because
you were there for most of it.
Yeah. Not as much as I wanted to, but yeah.
For a lot of it.
Yeah, a lot of people have approached me, and because of the relationship that you and I had, and it's crazy how we impact people without even trying.
Knowing.
Without
wishing
knowing
they
or
could
trying.
have a relationship like you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm incredibly
people come
honored.
up to me too, saying stuff like that.
I'm so honored that you guys let me in. Thank you.
Yeah, I do feel a little guilty. I have to say this real quick. I feel like I've made Matthew too much of a friend and less of a son.
That's fine though.
It is, but yeah, sometimes you don't disrespect me.
No, I make sure not to. But sometimes I'll talk to you if you're exactly my friend and not my dad, but not disrespectful. But
right. But other than that, at the same time, I'm happy and yeah, God has given us a great relationship, and I'm beyond blessed, and very, very, very proud of you a lot.
Thank you.
And just can't wait for see what the future holds. And hopefully, it's a lot of beautiful things for many, many years.
It will be.
Yeah. Or if we either many, many years in this globe or eternity somewhere else in a better place. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on another cool conversation with a cool person, where we a little bit somehow, some way, we brought God into this, because this is all because of Him and for Him. these guys don't like when I talk about what's it called, equipment stuff, media stuff, but the camera, the other angle, fell apart. Battery died, so we're stuck to this one for the last bit. But anyways, yeah, join us on the next one coming up some point sooner than later. I think this is the last one for the year. We're gonna try to make a schedule for next year and all that. But
why my husband says that we don't like when he talks about equipment is just because I don't get the equipment stuff. Like, I'm like, one camera, it should be good. And he's like, no, we need this angle and we need that angle and like the lighting and all the thing. I'm like,
the sound and everything. Yeah,
that's fantastic. But all I'm worried about is like, well, actually, Juan had to train this out of me a little bit. Like, I'm a professional. I got this like pasty, fake plastic smile on, and I'm like just being really fake. And so he's working at weeding that out of me, and I guess I'm like trying to maybe work him into being a little more focused on like the subject. Like, we're not interviewing the cameras or the angles. Like, we got the people. So we're a good team.
Yeah, we are. I also been trying to get her to point her mouth into the mic.
I can't. I did my best, and
I want to have to just have a little, like, one of those speaker mic, and so wherever she turns, it's gonna. Matthew's done very good, but he said he does it because of he's used to.
I think I did good too.
Because of like having the headset in all the time.
Yeah. So you have a mic like this, and then the headset's on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that it was part.
No,
of
it's like yours, but with the.
Okay. Yeah. But anyways.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I hope to be here next week, like in our time, but
yeah,
probably next year in the podcast time with Axel here.
Yeah.
And
I'm excited to interview him, and
and everything I said here was true, a little too true if anything. I hope that it's all right, but
I hope that the people that are listening here can see the incredibleness of your transparency, and that you're not hiding and saying, I'm perfect, I got my whole life figured out, because none of us do. Yeah. And only the bravest of us are the ones that are brave enough to admit it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm pretty excited. Like, I thought it was going to be less right, even though we pray and we gave it to God, and I know God can do beautiful things. I'm really excited with how it turned out, like how you spoke and how Matthew spoke. Well, I know how you speak, but I think it was great. You asked great questions. And I just wanted to get Matthew to kind of warm himself up a little bit, and hopefully come on more often, and wanna keep up with Gen Z, right? Yeah, and see how life is out there in the new generation, and how we can help. But yeah, we got beautiful things coming up. We still have many dreams and goals, and stay tuned. Blessings upon your foreheads. And remember that God, not God, but yes, God, and love conquers all.
And where it has not all been conquered yet, love is conquering all.
Amen. Last words.
I guess they have their outro, but I don't know.
We can stop.
All right. All right. That's it.
Now I know in part, then I will know fully, even as I have been fully known. Now abide faith, hope, and love. These three. The greatest of these is love.